Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the rerun of round 4 for the MX5 Super Cup. Of course, last week we ran this, but due to other events, mainly Le Mans, being on at the same time, and also just general, I don't know what the word is, but it was mainly lack of attendance, but angst from the drivers about the tyres, and yeah, so we decided to postpone it. Now it's happening this week, and we have a decent grid ready here now, so see, so we got Mauro, new driver on the grid. This is Jenny or Ruben. If you watch any GTRC races, you know that this guy's an absolute beast, so it'll be fun to watch him. We got Chica returning. Of course, was a bit of a standout in round 2. It was good to see him back on the grid. Well, Mr. Poctavian there, round 2 race winner. Dominic Kabinski, he did Brands Hatch, but left prematurely, so we'll have to see if he can improve on his performance. Casual, same thing, did well in Daytona, but not the best of rounds and brands. And we got Joe in the pits there, has won 2 of the 3 races we've had so far, and he's probably a favourite for the title of this, so. I think we might still be waiting on some people to join the lobby, but that horn is not annoying whatsoever. So I just got to get the stream up and onto the old server. 1 second. Supposing the stream did go up, it did. Very nice. And that is Tom Soft joining up now, so that's good to see. So qualifying is about to get underway. Alright, here we go. So I believe we got, who's that out first? I believe it's Joe out. Joe's the first driver out of the pits, followed by Casual. Look up behind, I believe that's Octavian, then Mauro. Then we've got Bayer, Chica, then Taters followed behind. We've got Ruben coming out now. Interesting pointers for pole. So, of course, we didn't even know if Tom was going to be racing this round as he wasn't checked in, but he's here now, so that's good to see. Mauro's been very quick this season, but hasn't been able to put it together for a race win. Of course, Joe's always a favourite. I think he got pole in the first run of this, but of course, can you do it twice? Stay on board with Joe for this first flying lap. So as you can see, we've made the swap to sport tyres, mainly at the crest of the drivers because it works better with the MX5. It'd be interesting to see the differences, especially with the rain, because you can survive on the dry tyres with these with the sport setup. So. That being said, rain does look fine at the moment. Just a little bit of spit there. So I have to make sure I'm not muted as well because I don't want to make the same mistake. That corner and the corner coming up is going to trip a lot of people on the exit because we know how this game is with penalties and. Quite temperamental, so could ruin many a good lap. But regardless, we've got Joe coming around the final corner now. It's always going to be a good benchmark, the current championship leader. There's a 1:43.4. Mara goes through, then followed by higher than Octavian. All the top 5 good drivers. Tater's going faster than Octavian, so fair enough. We got Ruben coming through now. A bit wide in that final corner, but he sets the fastest time. So obviously it is still the outlet, but very impressive there from the Spaniard. Could we have a new late season title contender on our hands? Maybe a bit too late to make a real impact, but still could be interesting to see. Of course it is. I'm hyping him up after one lap, but we know how good he is from other leagues. And it's nice to see that Casual has left the room. Maro now goes fastest. We got Ruben coming through for a second time. Does not go quicker than what his first lap was. Now for Ruben, it's a question of if he'll be able to better his time, which was already very impressive, but he's got Mauro and also the other TSR guys around him to beat, so Kavinsky now right on the back of Mauro, looking to break into that top 5 possibly, and he does P4. Chicken on Lionel as he comes through the start finish. He does not improve the time, but Chica does. Still takes some P7. Mara now the current pole sitter. Kapinski right behind. He's gone faster than the first, so let's see, we've got Ruben come through now. Still wasn't able to improve. Still sitting around 144s. 142.9 is the time to beat at the moment. Joe sets a new best, and he's now ahead of Ruben. That being said, Ruben's coming through now. Pox Evans sets a new best time ahead of Tom Soft. How long will that be for, though? Because I feel like Tom's just getting started. Yep. Now it's P4. It's tied between the top 6 at the moment. Taylor's been a bit marred by penalties at the moment, so he was hoping to be able to set a solid time to at least maybe break into the top 6. Cheeka's new best time, gets onto the end of the pack. I'm not sure what's going on in the infield there. With Mara, must have had a bit of an incident. For all we know, he could be waiting for tow. Drivers will be coming through for their final laps soon. We've got about just over 3 minutes in this session. Mara still leads from Joe. Ruben still going off that first lap, which was very impressive, but we got by then Kavinsky with a penalty, so he'll be looking to get that cleared off before he goes on his final fly. Same thing with Boxhavian. Got 2 people watching the stream, that's nice. I'm aware you did not rage quit, but it seems like I don't know, it seems like force of habit because I believe you've done it before, so. Drivers coming through there for their final lap now. Got to be careful on the curbs as to not cop a penalty. Will Joe be able to get back in time? Set a final lap. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. Anyways, I believe that's Ruben's session done. Most of the drivers have penalties over their heads at the moment, but not Taters. He's looking to clear his lap at the moment. We've got Chica still going through for his final flyer. At the moment, unless we get a shock, it looks like Maro is going to be on pole. Very decent P3 though for Ruben, has to be said. Now he'll be looking to so we got Maro on pole, followed by Joe, Ruben, Ben, Kavinsky, Poctavian, Chica, Taters, and then Casual, who will be joining us for the race. So Ruben has had to leave, which is unfortunate. Okay, everyone's ready. I'll also ask which side Maro wants. Who's this we got joining? That is Marco. Okay. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. We got another quick driver. He'll have to start from the back of the grid. Okay, race is starting. So hopefully all drivers are aware of the formation procedure. Samara has chosen the inside line. Got a good race ahead of us. We got Marco starting from the rear. Almost ready to go double file. So the point to start the double file is to is this sign up here. Yo, drivers a double file. Let's have a good race. Take the start. Mara gets off well, as does Taters and Marco on the back. Taters already up to P5. Going into turn 1. Whoever is using that fucking horn, I swear to God. Sorry about my language. Okay, horn has stopped. Never mind. It's a battle between Mara and Joe at the moment. Mara's been pushed off wide a little bit there. You got Taters up in P5, followed by Marco, Casual, Kabinski, and then Chica at the back of the field. Bit hairy between these 4 at the front. Side by side there between Taters and Marco. So Marco a man on the mission in that distinct livery. He's still got a 5-second penalty, as Taters has a second as well. checking back in on the leaders. It's same story as it's been for most of the season. These four battling it out at the front. Story of two halves this field is Taters and Casual battle it out. Got a bit of a spin there. And Taters has left. Now, was that a disconnect or just a rage quit? Keep you updated in the chat, but for now it's Mauro leading from Joe, Tom Soft, Octavian, Kavinsky, Marco, Casual, and then Chica. Chica right on the back of Casual now. Kavinsky doing very well in P5 to keep up with the top four. Marco's gone personal best in first sector, so good signs for him at the moment. Could this be Mauro's first win of the MX5 Super Cup season, and also a dent into the title hopes of Joe? That being said, Tom Soft is going to go down the inside because this is also him fighting for his first win, so going to keep hustling through our second sector there. So got Kavinsky right on the back of him, so followed by a very rapid, distinct Marco. Casual still right on. These two still battling it out for the... Of course, every position now is points paying, but this is for 2 points right here. 2 points that could be invaluable for either of these two. These two's battle in the championship, so we'll have to see how that unfolds. Meanwhile, checking in on the rest of the grid. This three-way battle for the lead is still going strong. Followed by Octavian, Kavinsky, and Marco, who's right on the back of the pole. Octavian runs a bit wide there, and he's got two very quick drivers behind him. Question is, will those two be able to make it stick? Side by side, Octavian and Kavinsky. He's got Marco right on the back. It's going to be 3 wide going into turn 1. That is a shot worthy. That is a moment worthy of a screenshot right there. Keep that in mind. But Marco gets to both of them. Has to run Poctavian a bit wide. Not sure how the stewards are going to review that, but he's still got Kabinski and Poctavian hounding him from behind. This is a brilliant battle here for the spot in 4th. Question is, how much time is it costing them as Marco is battling his life off to stay in P4 with 2 guys behind. He's still got Chica and Casual battling it out behind there. You got Poctavian v Kabinski right here. It's a question of who's going to break later, and as they're both going to probably catch up to Marco, will Poctavian try something interesting on the inside? He does not. Stays ahead of Kabinski though, having said that. Now for Marco, it's a question of if he will be able to catch up to the top 3, which, knowing his pace, he definitely is capable of. Speaking of that top 3, here we go. We've got Joe followed by, Joe behind Tom Soft and Maro, heading into the final sector. Poctavian has dropped off a little bit to the point where Casual and Chica caught up, so it's a tale of almost 2 halves now, as Marco has caught up to the top 3. Very impressive from starting in the back of the grid. Now Marco's right on the back of Joe. Just to make sure nothing else is going on in the field, but he's gone fastest. He has the fastest lap at the moment. So he is a man on a mission. Question is, what's he going to try? Going into turn 1, nothing at the moment. Turn 3, I believe that is probably going to be where his best opportunity is. Maro still leads from Tom Soft, then Joe. Marco now has a 0.5 penalty, so he's going to try the dive bomb on Joe, and I believe he's made a stick. He's probably going to be able to get 2 positions here. Not quite. He's going to tuck in behind Tom Soft there. But regardless, he's made that move stick on the current championship leader. Impressive stuff from Marco there. And another dive bomb there from Tom Soft, keeping him, and he's got the lead as well. Very, very interesting there, but he's still got that 0.5 penalty. So these 3 are going to be right on the back of him. And another interesting thing is how Joe has benefited from that. Checking back on these 2 here, Kabinski and Casual. Of course, good friends off the track, but on it, yeah, no love lost. So, and you got Poctavian right at the back. Interesting. Interesting to see what's happening there with him. So Marco's taken his penalty, and Joe's going to be looking to go around the outside going into the final set of corners. Can he make it stick? Marco's going to force him a little bit wide. Maro's going to be looking to take advantage of that. And I believe he has. He's taken the lead there, but it's side by side. Oh, we could have a 4 wide moment here. Ah, so nearly beautiful. Joe on the outside, Maro on the inside. He's got Marco, who's dropped down to 4th now. This race is a story of these 4, but Kabinski catching up, though, has to be said. Could we have a 5-way battle for the win? This is what the challenge is all about. We've still got a very determined Octavians catch up. 3 wide going into the corner, and Marco's going to take advantage of that. And he's going to sweep on through. He's side by side with Tom Soft. Still Joe behind. We got another 3 wide right instance here. Maro right behind. Marco's going to keep that inside line. I believe he's got the move done. Tom still got that outside there. Joe keeping it separate in the middle. Joe's tried a sort of mini switchback almost. Remember, this battling means that the driver's behind could possibly gain advantage from this. I'm talking about Kabinski mainly, as he's right on the back of them. If you're Kabinski, you're loving watching Joe battle for the lead. Project 1, you probably want a bit of the action yourself, as he's right on the back of Marco. Matter of fact, Kabinski's overtaken him, but that's probably very much for the short term. Top 3 are still absolutely hounding each other. Now Tom has the lead. Checking in on Octavian now. He's got Chica right behind. Will he be able to catch up to this now top 5 battle for the win? This could be very interesting. Apologies, I have to get the chat off the screen there. This is what the MX5 Super Cup is all about. We got Chica looking to make a move there on Octavian. Very nicely done there from the Brit, but will Octavian be able to get him on the exit? Doesn't look like it. They're going to be going side by side. Checking in on these 5 again. Kabinski now up to P3. Not sure if anyone expected this for Kabinski to be keeping up with the leaders. Can he make it stick though? Apologies about that, lads. Control was so excited that it decided to disconnect itself. Anyways, yeah, pretty much same story. Chica now still leading Octavian. Casual on the back, but not too much hope there. So now Marco's got a 0.5. This could be a good opportunity for Joe, who's right on the back of him. Question is, how much time is Octavian losing battling Chica there? Kabinski and Marco side by side. There's a lot of penalties to go around. It's Maro v Tom Soft at the moment. If you're looking for a photogenic race, I believe this is the one. Right here, beautiful liveries, beautiful racing going on. You'll love to see it. Chica gets run wide a bit there by Octavian. Coming into the final sector, that is. Drivers with their penalties will have to slow down. This could be great for Kabinski looking to seal that P3 spot. Could possibly even, I don't want to curse him, but a win could be realistic for Kabinski if he keeps up this pace at the moment. Here we go, third of the race done now. These 5 are still absolutely not letting up. Biggest shock of the day has been Kabinski in that P3. Of course, we expect Marco to come through the field, but the way Dominic's holding his own there, very impressive stuff. And these two are still providing some good battling. So hopefully they'll be able to catch up to the rest of the grid and join in on what has been a phenomenal fight for the lead at the moment. Joe just taking his time behind, and Kabinski has, commentator's curse does not exist. Kabinski has taken the lead, but that is just for now. As will he be able to hold off from the drivers behind? Sorry, I completely missed that. But now he's side by side with Maro. He's got Tom Soft right on the back of him. Marco and Joe is just letting off to see out this battle and see if he can take advantage of the four drivers battling ahead of him. Kabinski leads now from Tom Soft, Mara, and then Marco. I tell you what, the Team Spirit guys will be loving this. This is their own young talent right here. Leading from 4 very rapid drivers. Question is, how long can he keep it going? Still got 40 minutes of absolute flat out racing around the Red Bull Ring. Tom Soft is right on the back of him. Looking to make a move into the hairpin. Can he make it stick? I know he's going to bide his time and probably wait for the next set of corners. So, being said, Kabinski probably in his weak spot for any this race. So Marco's now dropped down to P5. Could this be a chance for Poctavian and Chica to catch back up? Possibly. I don't understate when this could be the race of Kabinski's life right now. Given the competition and also just his performance at the moment. Marco is still setting those fastest laps, but it's all about can you make it stick on some of the moves at the moment. Patience is probably the main game at the moment, as we know how powerful the toe can be on this track. So. Five seconds between the front pack and Poctavian and Sheikha back there. So I say front pack, it's quite spaced out now. Kabinski doing very well to keep that lead. Tom does have a 1.5 second penalty, as does Joe have a 0.5, so could be looking even better for Kabinski at the moment. And now Marco could have caught up to the two of them. He's already got Tomsoff there, but will he be able to take Joe? I believe he will. That is him up to P3. But now he's got a decent little bit of work to do to catch up to Mauro and Kabinski at the front of the pack. It's very much a bend, don't break moment for Kabinski leading this race. Octavian and Chica are still to catch up. We know how quicker drivers both of them are, so they definitely can. Here's how it's looking at the moment. Of course, we got the underdog leading the race, Mr. Dominic Kabinski, Drixie, Team Spirit, Project One, Nexus, whatever have you, driver, Spotify, Hudson and Miku MX5, followed up by Mara, who has yet to win a race, but we know damn well that he's got the pace for it. We got Marco making his challenge debut this round in what has to be seen illegal livery, but my God, does it look good. Tom Soft and the slightly updated Four Guys MX5 behind. Then we got Joe, Octavian and Chica still giving a little bit of chase, but they are making up ground. It's now only 3 seconds to the pack in front. Has to be said after what was a I don't want to speak too soon for Kabinski because he's got Mauro right in the back of them, but it was a fairly mediocre race out in Adam Brands Hatch. Kabinski's come back strong. Must be one of the drivers that's gone really well. These new sport tyres we've got on the cars. Marco v Tomsoff. This is a battle for the podium right here, and it's just a good battle, full stop. Both of these guys are absolutely rapid. If you've just started watching now, believe me, you're in for an absolute show. We got Kabinski holding off one of Panama's quickest GT7 drivers, or probably the quickest Panamanian GT7 driver out there, TSI Mauro, followed up by Distinct's very own Marco Albertini. Casual has left the room, probably a disconnect. So now it's just a battle of these 7. Octavian still going absolutely flat out to try and catch up to the pack ahead. And that message there from Casual does confirm that there was most likely a yeah, it's all good, Casual. Most likely an internet issue, so very unfortunate day for the Swede. So we'll be looking to come back strong at Tsukuba, I believe the next round is. Tsukuba or Fuji. We're in Japan for next, for round 5, so that's all you need to know. And Mara has taken the lead. Jesus, I'm terrible with these lead updates, but Kabinski's still right on the back of them. He's going to go around the outside there. Will he have the better traction? I believe Mara's still got that better line going through. He's almost spun it. Very very high pressure moment there for Mr. Kabinski. as you would be, you're leading a race, race against some of some top GT7 drivers, but regardless, he still holds his ground. Now I only wish that Ruben could have stayed. Could you imagine the battle that would have ensued? Very true there, Mr. Pinsey. So, I mean, if it's for the challenge, then yeah. We all know that the challenge, that's very unfortunate for Kaminsky. He's just got 0.5, yeah, but challenge takes priority over, I don't know, whatever your neighbours are viewing. Could be watching neighbours, but yeah, but challenge reigns supreme. Very unfortunate, but it's not something he can't recover from. He's just got to make sure to keep Mauro at bay for as long as he has his penalty. 3.7 now the gap between Octavian and Joe. Ahead, Chica 2.1 off of Octavian. So if you're Mauro at the moment, of course he's a smart driver, so the plan at the moment is just to make him sweat, and he's still got just under half of the race to make him move stick. So he's very patient on what his plan is. Of course, he won. If you remember, he won the dash at the dockyard in the Group 4 cars, and he's been a perennial challenger for the win, even if not the overall winner. So he'll be now taking his penalty. Will it be enough of a gap behind from Mauro? He's still got that period of slowing down. Mauro's going to take the inside, and it looks like he has taken the lead there as the Panamanian, but he's still got Kaminsky, hungry and determined, right on the inside. Bit of contact there between the two. Is Kaminsky going to be looking for a move down the inside into one? Right on the back of him. He's going to try around the outside. He's got the lead. It looks like he's gone fastest in the first sector, but Mauro still has a bit of traction going into the hairpin. Round 2 now between these two on the slaps. So he's going to try the outside again, or he could be going trying to go for the switchback, which may have worked. Can he get the traction down this time? Does not look like it. So he's probably going to have to wait his turn onto the next lap. And remember, he's still got Marco behind, who's probably looking at slips at the moment, seeing these two go absolutely flat out. I see Marco sitting there watching that and thinking, thinking he can probably take 2 for 1 here. So Kaminsky has retaken the lead, so him pestering down Mauro there has seemed to pay off. Weather looks pretty fine at the moment, so it's just going to be a straight sprint for this final half. Mauro has taken the lead back, but Kaminsky's going to be right on the back of him going down this straight. He's got that inside line. He's going to look to force Mauro to the inside. Mauro, has he got that switchback? Does not look like it. Now it's going to be a 3-way battle for the lead as Marco looks to join in on the fun, but Kaminsky's taking that lead again. It's going to be Joe versus Tom, both of whom have 0.5 second penalties. Joe now has a 1 second penalty, but he is still ahead of Tom there, so it's a question of who can get the better jump out of the penalty area. And this, ladies and gents, is what we call being Polish. Because as we know, if you're Polish, you are immediately 500% quicker, and you're just superior to all. It's not just my words, scientifically proven. Having said that, he's just got 0.5 seconds, so I should probably just stop talking. Now, it's not irreparable, but you've got two absolutely rapid drivers behind you. So it's a question of, will he be able to let them... This is actually smart here from Dominic. He's going to might let them battle each other so he can build a decent gap as almost to compensate for this for the penalty. Very smart there from the pole. These two are still absolutely going at it. The two TSR drivers who are not representing TSR. And then we got one who is in P6. Still got that penalty looming over his head. Does Kaminsky, but he's pulled out almost a second to Maro behind, as he is still battling out with Marco. So it's a game of 4D chess right now. Kaminsky's playing. Question is, has the battling of those two allowed Tom and Joe to catch up behind? Because it might just be in their best interest to stop battling each other and through. But Kaminsky's got more than enough of a buffer to compensate for this penalty. So he's now going to be about 1.1, or just a second ahead, going into this final set of corners. Right. Kaminsky does appear to be down on fuel. This could be his detriment going into the later half of the race. So I think he should be okay to try the zero stop, but he'll probably have to lay off a little bit, which with these two behind is something that you never want to do. So we got battle for second. Oh, bit of contact there between Marco and Maro, but so no love lost there between the two. They might be reviewed by the stewards, but good old half-fashion racing. We've got Chica versus Poctavian here. Two drivers who haven't had the best of luck, but still going to give us a good show, so respect that. Checking in on the leaders now. Does look pretty tame at the moment. These two, however, battle for P6. Marco has taken second from Maro. I believe he was in second after those some interesting tactics, but still the race goes on. Marco, sorry about the lack of commentary, but Marco has taken the lead from Maro Kaminsky, who has dropped down to the third, but as we've seen this race, you can never count him out. He could be looking to profit off of these two going at it, just like he was before with them behind. Kaminsky side by side with Marco there. Looks like he's taking P2 back. Will he be able to take the lead back from Maro there? He's probably going to wait his turn going into the hairpins on the next lap. 2/3 of the race done. You look at the fuel in comparison to Maro and Marco behind for Kaminsky. That being said, it's all or nothing here for the pole, as he is taking the lead back from Maro, and Maro also has a 0.5 second penalty. So you are loving life at the moment if you are Mr. Kaminsky. That being said, you're loving life until you realise that you got Marco, Tom and Joe behind you, along with who will be a very determined Maro as he's looking to get his first win in the MX5 Super Cup. Kaminsky's going to try the good old let the drivers behind battle it out and read the rewards strategy that's done him so well so far. Okay, Maro's taking his penalty. He's still got the three behind. Three wise men. Talking about wise, you got Kaminsky there. As cool as you like, and it's absolute pressure cooker of a P1 spot it's looking out to be. It's almost as if none of these drivers want to actually be leading this race. Kaminsky does have some breathing room to Maro behind, but we know that can evaporate. That can evaporate quickly, especially when you got four drivers who are very capable of winning races. With a fifth who's a bit down on his luck, but with the challenge, you never know. Marco's gone for that dive bomb there on Maro. Looks like he's overcooked it a bit though, so I appreciate the enthusiasm, but now it looks like he's lost third to Joe there. Even better if you're Kaminsky, because watching that dive bomb behind and watching how drivers are sacrificing their time. This is a master stroke here for the poleless driver. Only worry for him now is that fuel. And speaking of fuel, you've seen how well Joe's been conserving his. So can Kaminsky make the comparatively little amount of fuel that he has last for another just over 15 minutes? Here we go, lap 26. Kaminsky with a well, I say comfortable, about as comfortable as you can get, with four absolutely rapid drivers behind. Marat's gone with that dive bomb there on Mr. Kabinski. Now he's got to deal with, and now Dom's got to deal with Joe there, but he's still got that inside line Kabinski has, and he looks to retake the lead from the Panamanian. But who's this? Is this Joe on the inside? The Joker. It's be side by side there with Maro. So Kabinski sitting pretty with in P1 there, but Joe, of course, Joe technically is his teammate in this with the Project One Project One liveries. Joe is still very comfortable on the fuel. Interesting use of traction control there for the Brit. That's probably part of it. Now Maro's got a 0.5 penalty. He's got Joe right on the back of him. Speaking of battles, you got Marco and Tomsov going at it. Kabinski's going to have to take that outside line. Looks like it's still worked for him though. Question is, do you try and defend too much against Maro, or do you just wait out until his penalty, because it's not going to be too worth sacrificing your own time when you know the driver behind has to slow up for even for a little bit, because even though it's 0.5, you still got to get back up to speed, and with how tight this top 5 battle is, they could drop him down to 5th at worst. So here we go. These two haven't got much airtime, but still battling it out. It's good to see. Maro's taking his penalty now. Will he be overtaken by Joe? Looks like they're going to go side by side, and yes, I believe Joe has got the move down. So at the moment, it is a Project 1-1-2. And it's Kabinski leading the way, which is quite unexpected, it has to be said. Usually expect it to be the other way around, but still got a whole race to go. Interesting with the traction control there, flicking it on and off. There's probably a reason behind it, but obviously it's obviously something that we don't know because it's working for him. He's right on the back of his Project 1 teammate. Can Kabinski hold on? He's going to hold the outside. Joe's going to take that inside line, and it looks as though he is safe for another lap. Having said that, Joe is still right there. You look behind and you see that Mario helmet, and you are scared for your life if you are Kabinski. Marco's got another penalty, so Tomsov is going to be looking to take advantage of that. Got these two. Still a possibility of them joining in on this fight. Kabinski is very low on fuel. Has he done the master plan, or has he potentially shot himself in the foot? Can he make this, the very little bit of fuel he have last for 10 more minutes? And if so, will he be able to keep up pace-wise with Joe behind? He's going to probably be looking to stand toe, or maybe try the switchback there on the Brits. They're going to be going side by side what looks like into a second of the 2 hairpins. Heavens haven't really opened up for this race, which is which might be a good thing if you're Dom, because I'm not sure if you can swap tyres, but if you could, then that could be a good opportunity to get some fuel in the car, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. Oh, now Dom's got a second to penalties. Very unfortunate there. He's probably going to lose the lead because of that, but he's still got another lap to try and take some time out of Joe behind. Very worried for Kaminsky given his fuel status at the moment. Looks like he has ceded the lead there to Joe. Could this be a third win from 4 races for the Brit? And Kaminsky spun. That's a multi-car incident, so there's going to be a caution. There's a possibility that we restart the end of this lap. This is going to be a shootout to the end, it looks like. Very unfortunate there for Kaminsky, that incident, but this caution period could be the saving grace that he needs. We're going to go around for one more lap before we restart, as the field doesn't look to have quite bunched up yet. Dom's going to be coming into the pits. Interesting strategy there, but I think it had to be done because of his fuel situation. He will be allowed to catch up, but it's going to be right to the back of the grid, as is Mr. TSR Mauro. For both of them, it just looks to be a quick stop of fuel, no tyres, just gas there for both of them. We'll be assessing if they can catch up to the lead pack before the end of the lap, and if not, then we will probably go for another way around. At the moment, I doubt that they'll be able to catch up, so we'll be going for another lap under safety car. Very loose there from Joe with the tyre warming. So if you're these two, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime here to catch up. Let's hope the other two were able to catch up. So Joe leads from Marco, Tomsoft, Octavian, Chika, Kabinski, then Mara right at the back. He's going double file as it's green, green, green. Joe leads Marco, Tomsoft, yep. Same order as usual. Octavian gets the jump on Tomsoft. It looks like they're Chika. Going to try something interesting down the inside, but going to think better about it and yeah, keep it open there. Side by side between Marco and Joe. And what looks to be what's probably going to be the final 2 laps of the race. Bit of contact there between Octavian. Yeah, but Robin's racing, especially at this point in the safety car period. Can Kabinski make the impossible possible here? But he's got a 0.5 penalty he's going to have to deal with. Marco's building now a decent lead to the pack behind. Octavian tries the nasty dive bomb inside, but that's hit Marco off. That's hit him wide. Very unfortunate there for the Italian. But now Chika leads from Tomsoft, Octavian, then Kabinski behind still with a 0.5 penalty. So the man who has been near the back for the whole race after one safety car is now leading right at the front. That'll be interesting there for Octavian. That bit of contact there will probably be reviewed by the stewards. But that is not Chika's problem, as he is currently leading the race. And with a decent amount of fuel in comparison to the drive behind. As we come on to the final lap of the race now. Could this be the upset of the century? Still got Kabinski behind, keep that in mind. It is unfortunate how it happened for Mr. Marco Albertini, but sometimes that is racing for you. But this final lap now, Chika does run wide, so we're going to have a penalty for doing that. But yep, 0.5 seconds. So can he pull out that gap to Mr. Kabinski behind? You got Tomsoft and Octavian still battling it out for that final podium spot. Kabinski v Chika. Kabinski has taken back the lead that he's had for so long in this race. What's Chika going to do? Will he be able to recover from this penalty that he has? Is going to go around the outside. What's it going to be? Bit of contact. Bit of late braking there. Tomsoft has dropped down. Chika's taken back the lead. Will he be able to keep it after he has to serve this penalty, remember? He's got Kabinski right on the inside. I think Kabinski's got this. Almost a tank slapper there for the Brit there. He's going to try a switch back on Dominic. Pushes him wide, but he's still got that penalty. He's going to try and cover the inside as much as he can, but I think Kabinski's got to run. And there he's going to tuck in behind there, and I think Kaminski on this final lap of what has been a very crazy final set of laps. Very unfortunate for some, but not for Mr. Kabinski, who has a 0.5 penalty. I think Chica's won it. Chica has... Your race winner is Mr. Chica. Oh my god. What? Holy shit. Sorry, excuse my language. But Mr. BNR Chica has won round 4 of the MX5 Super Cup. Feast your eyes. There's going to be a lot of post-race review. I'll just put save your replays in the Wow. Take a bow, Mr. BNR Chica. I don't think anyone had saw that coming. Honestly, I hadn't. I thought Kaminski had that in the bag. Wow. That was something. Yeah, we'll be seeing you lot for round 5 of the MX5 Super Cup next week. Laters.